Well, good evening, greetings, and salutations. My name is Passionate Bliss, and I'm here again tonight with questions, comments, and useless facts about me. But first, go to my YouTube channel, Passionate Bliss, comment, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you over there. Okay? And the questions that I have tonight are these. We've all heard the phrase, love makes the world go round. And if that's the case, then why is love so hard to find? Why are relationships so difficult to maintain? And how good are you at maintaining relationships? Okay? And my quote for today is this: when it is time for souls to meet, there's nothing on earth that can prevent them from meeting. Okay? And so I did a little research and looking around to see why is it so hard to connect to people? Why is it so hard to maintain relationships? And I came up with quite a few places of input. And so I came up with this list, and I wanted to review this list and see what you thought about it, okay? Okay, number one, what makes relationships so hard to maintain? Let's see. It is hard to be intimate, okay? Some people do not want to let others in, okay? And you're almost doomed to fail if the other person won't let you in and won't share who they are, how they are, and what they've been through and where they've come from. So that's one of the reasons why it's difficult to maintain a relationship. Or even to find one, because it is very difficult for some people to be intimate. Okay. Number two, you know, relationship conflict management is a very big issue for some people. It's hard to maintain a relationship when conflict comes up, and it will come up if you and the person have two totally different ideas of how to resolve conflicts. Okay, so sometimes you have to work at that. You have to work at that. It's okay even to get help or a mediator if you need it. But yes, that's one of the reasons why it is difficult to maintain a relationship or even to start one, just because conflict resolution is difficult. Okay, let's see. Number three, expectations. We all, a lot of us, especially women, grew up with this idea of our mind that what a perfect relationship is going to look like and what it's going to feel like and how he's going to talk and how he's going to be. However, it is almost never going to be that way. And sometimes we have to let go of that fantasy of how a perfect relationship is going to be. Okay, and just accept what is and work with what is. Okay, it's almost never going to happen. And we have to back up off of it. Okay, and so number four, romance is not going to be there 24/7. Okay, when all that hot excitement of flowers and attention and all these great dates and ideas and places to go, okay, it's not always going to be there. It's going to kind of ebb and flow, ebb and flow. So just enjoy it when you do have it, and don't have the expectation that 24/7 he or she is going to be romantic. Okay, let's see. Number five, relationships bring up unhealed issues. Okay, because if you're close to somebody mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, for any distance of time, any amount of time, you're going to see what the issues are that they have. Some of them were never resolved and never addressed. Some of those issues you can get with, and some you can't. Okay, but some, if you're willing to do it with that person, can be managed. They can get counseling. They can get in a 12-step program, if that's the case. They can get self-help books. And maybe you can help them see themselves and see where they may need some attention. Because being that close, it will bring up any unhealed issues. Okay. Number six, distractions can make a relationship hard to maintain. Distractions can come in many forms. Distractions can be your homeboys or your homegirls. Distractions could be TV. It could be PlayStations. It could be social media. Could be porn. But whatever it is that's distracting you, the end result is that it takes attention away from your partner, which is, of course, going to make it hard to maintain a relationship if your partner feels like during football season they get no attention. So distractions. So if you're, but I'm not saying give up football, but if you're a fan like that, before or after the game, you got to give her some attention, or him some attention if he's the one that don't watch football. Okay, let's see. Number seven, taking things and your partner for granted. Okay, because sometimes we get comfortable with that person being there and the things they do and the roles that they take on. We just get comfortable and we're used to it, and it kind of fades into the background. We used to really appreciate it and say thank you all the time, and now we just kind of take it for granted. Things that we take for granted could be the I love yous. She knows I love her. Yeah, but she needs to hear it. Okay. Things that get taken for granted, the kisses when you get home from work, the kisses before you leave work. Personally, I think you should say I love you, when you hang up the phone, love you. I mean, how hard is that to say real quick? But those are things that kind of get taken for granted. I used to do it all the time at first, but, kind of get used to it, and it's background noise now. Okay. Number 8, romance takes work. Because like I said, once that new shiny love wears off and it's not sparkling, then you got to work at it. It's easier. It can become a job. It needs to be a job. It needs to be a job that you feed and you stimulate. Don't forget. Don't forget important dates. Don't forget, at least a month. It should be at least a date night in a month, at least one. But yeah, don't forget to work at the romance. Definitely don't forget special occasions. Okay. Number 9, staying on the same page. That requires communication, staying on the same page. Hopefully, you're communicating well enough in the beginning that you know what page this person is on, and they know what page you're on, and you're on the same page, hopefully. Or sometimes you can get on each other's page if it's something that you may have always been interested in, just didn't get into it. So hopefully you can get on somebody's page, and you want to stay on the same page, because as you grow up, you don't want to grow apart. You want to grow up together, and so communication will help keep you on the same page, and like I said, the page may change. You may discard something that isn't beneficial, or you may pick up something that's beneficial. Just make sure you're on the same page and you're doing it together. Okay. And then number 10 was knowing how to create partnerships, because especially the older you get, you do get set in your ways. But if you say you want a partner and you want to maintain this relationship, then you gotta learn how to create partnerships. What that means primarily is that you have to put yourself in that other person's position, and you have to try to see it from their side. Pretend to be them, or how would you feel if you were in that position, or if you came from that background, how would you actually feel about it? Which is difficult. That's easier said than done, because I'm one of those persons who feels like we don't have to agree. We just agree to disagree. I don't agree with you, and you don't agree with me. That's the end of it. But partnerships require that you understand, see their point of view, and try to work with it. Try to figure something out. Try to come together that's going to benefit the partnership. Okay, because a lot of times we want to make selfish decisions because we're used to being, selfish. I don't necessarily think being selfish is bad. You have to put yourself first to a certain degree, or you're not able to be there for anybody else. If you're not taking care of you, looking out for yourself, then how can you look out for other people? So I'm not against being selfish, but if you're in a partnership and you're making decisions that are going to affect the partnership, then you cannot be selfish. You have to look at what is going to be beneficial for this partnership. Think and act as a unit. Think and act as a unit before you do things impulsively that will affect the partnership. Now, if it's not going to affect the partnership, then no. But if it will, possibly, yeah, you need to check in with the partner, weigh it out, okay? Stop making independent decisions like that, okay? So those are the top 10 reasons that I found when I was looking around, reasons that make, relationships hard to maintain. But it didn't seem to me that it was anything that couldn't be done, okay? It is very difficult to find somebody that you connect with. But still, you have to do it within the boundaries that you find comforting and safe. And if it's the right person, like our quote says, when it's time for those souls to meet, nothing on earth is going to prevent that meeting. And that right person, you will know it, you'll feel it, and you'll be able to go forward with it. Okay? Be in the right time, the right place, the right person. A lot of that's luck. And those who do have love and loving relationships, they're lucky more than anything else. And so hopefully we'll all be lucky in the end. Y'all have sweet dreams. Wait to find them real.